Leading Change, your 6-step plan. Let's talk about leading change within your team or your organization and your 6 steps in order to make sure that that change is implemented successfully. The first step that you're going to take is that you're going to evaluate the need for change and understand if it is really necessary. You can use scaling questions with your team or within your organization in order to evaluate that need. How important is that change for our success on a scale of 0 to 10? And then you pick the changes that you want to hone down on and make sure that they actually happen. The second step that you're going to take is that you're going to communicate the narrative of the change. The narrative of the change should be defined in 2 to 3 sentences that basically describe why is this necessary for our team or why is this necessary for our organizations. A lot of times I'm finding that leaders are not clear on the why, on the narrative of change enough so that they can communicate it to their team members. And so the result of that would be that team members would be confused and not sure why this is necessary and start giving their input on is this necessary or not necessary and why are we actually doing this and have we tried to do this before, and it creates a lot of confusion. The best way to formulate a change narrative that you can then pass on to the team members is to just write it down. And if you find, and that happens a lot of times, and it may happen to you too, that you are not clear yourself on the change narrative, I want you to go to upper management and I want you to get that clarity from them before you communicate the change narrative to your team members. The third step is that you need to engage your team around the change. And to engage your team around the change, you need to recognize their efforts. You need to be their ally and help them succeed through the change. A successful leader is a leader that knows how to help others around them succeed. This is not about your success through the change process. This is about you facilitating their success. And so ask yourself, what can I do today in order to help my team succeed in adapting to the changes, in implementing the changes, in succeeding today and every day in everything that they do. And whatever is necessary, I want you to go ahead and do it. The fourth step that you are going to take is that you are going to develop a clear plan. And a clear plan is basically the strategy of how this change is going to be implemented. And you need to be able to define it very clearly in just a few steps. What exactly is going to happen? And once again, if you don't have that clarity, I want you to get it from upper management. Once you've developed a clear action plan and you wrote it down for yourself and you have that clarity, you'll be able to pass it along to your team members, and then they'll have that clarity as well. The fifth step that you are going to take is to implement that plan. And so you're going to go step by step and you're going to follow up on the action plan that you've created. The sixth step that you are going to take has to do with evaluating the progress, evaluating the success. And this is something that I want you to do incrementally, not just at the end of the process. Because a lot of times you may think that everything is going very well, but team members may be struggling and not necessarily sharing it with you. So for every step of the plan, I want you to evaluate the success, and if something needs to be fixed, you can fix it right away. Implementing change is not easy, but with clarity, support to the team members, personal example, and helping your team members succeed, you'll do great.